Warning for Pepe coin holders. Is this the last chance for Pepe? Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Let's hop in this video. All right, guys, so we're starting off here on the Pepe chart on the daily time frame. My favorite time frame to really be seeing the overall sentiment mirrors the sentiment in the market. It's bottoming out. It's not that volatile right now. It does seem like there's a good chance that the bottom could possibly be in for the time being, okay? We broke below a very, very key bullish super trend right here. That basically we've been above it, you're in the bull zone. Below it, you're in the bear zone. We've broken through a lot of supports like that across the entire cryptocurrency asset class. There's many, many coins that are in the same scenario as Pepe, where we've broken below bull market support bands, okay? And that's basically what's happening right now. But we did test 5 zeros, 6, 4, 3, 8, 1. And we are now bouncing back above it and testing it as support. Really need to be paying attention to Wednesday, my friends, and what happens with Bitcoin and the traditional market. I do think that if you are a Pepe coin bull, there's a good chance that we see some relief here relatively soon. Now, just because I say relief does not mean that we are headed straight to new all-time highs. No, it does not work that way. But I do think that we are due for some relief here. Now, that may mean that we come up and test the bottom of the support band, let's say at 5 zeros, 99939, and then reject down. That's possible. But really, guys, to see a clear relief rally to get us back above the bull market support band here, it's not the bull market support band, but it's the overall bullish super trend, okay? But to get us back above that, we would really need to see the Fed pivot. We need to see Jerome Powell come out and say, cutting the rates, quantitative easing, tariff talk needs to simmer down a significant amount, and the traditional market needs to bounce. The traditional market's been quite strange lately, but we'll get into that later. But we are in a very key point in time when it comes to Bitcoin. We're going to be talking about that. Is the macro cycle top in, or is it a local top, and we're getting ready to have potentially massive buying opportunities right now if you were trying to buy Pepe for the long term. But regardless, guys, I know you guys say, I see a lot of you guys down in the comment section upset when I say what I'm doing, but I just tell you guys what I'm doing. And I am shorting altcoins to hedge against my spot positions. If you want to do that, you can. And if you want to do that, check out in the description box below or the pinned comment down below. We have a $5,000 sign bonus to Blowfin, as well as there's a $5.6 million trading competition, $5.6 million prize pool. Take advantage of it, guys. The more trading volume we do together, the more access we have to that. And if you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing. That's all. I want to be transparent with you. I don't want to be a mega moon boy all the time and lead you guys to slaughter. I don't want to do that. That's not my plan. I want to be transparent with you, and so I'm telling you guys what I'm doing. Over on crypto Twitter, you can follow me at 333Blacksea. I say, what do you think recovers first? Pepe, XRP, Doge, SWI, or SHIB? Guys, if Bitcoin catches a bid here and we see this pivot on Wednesday from the FOMC, the Federal Reserve, I think that Pepe is going to probably see a big move, a relatively big move. I do think that we could come all the way up to this bullish trend line. If we were to measure that from where we're at right now, we are talking about a 30% move, 31% move. That's nothing to scoff at. That's quite significant. Now, obviously, that's not bringing us to previous highs. If we were to come to previous highs, that would be bringing us all the way up. Oh my gosh, I have to zoom out. I have to zoom out even more. All the way up to a 269% move. See, that's how they get you with the altcoins and trading. When it comes down 10%, it needs to go up more than 10% to get you back to where you were. A lot of people don't realize that. But a 30% move is nothing to scoff at. And I am keeping my eyes open for that. You look at Market Cypher here on the daily time frame. The money flow is starting to clip a little bit. It's growing a little bit, but it's honestly, it's pretty weird price action a little bit. Or I should say, it's pretty weird how it's acting. It's very, very jagged here on the daily time frame. But I have to be completely honest with you guys. Like, this type of price action lately in the market and for crypto has been diabolical, okay? It has been a market maker's wet dream. They are sweeping that liquidity left and right and left and right. There's no going to sleep with trades anymore. You can't do that. You have to be in and out, high scalping. And that's what I'm really doing with these hedges. I'm shorting when I profit. I have my long-term shorts that basically the majority is pretty closed out, but I don't have that much to hedge against anymore. I've taken the majority of my profit all through 2024, guys. I've been in during the bear market. Says I am a swing trader. I am an altcoin trader and a Bitcoin investor. That's what I keep saying. And that's going to be my new motto, I think. I think people need to understand that just because you are a bull on something does not mean that you need to hold it forever. No. But if you have a investment thesis or investment strategy, I should say, where there is something that you want to be holding forever, like Bitcoin, that's what I'm doing. I take profits on alts because they are very, very risky. And then I shuffle it into Bitcoin. When you look at the overall market here, I want to show you the fear and greed index. We're starting to heal a little bit. We came all the way down to 10. Now we're at 25. It's starting to heal a little bit. And guys, crypto Twitter is getting kind of quiet. It's good. There's still people that are pretty upset. I've seen a lot of anger out there, but it's not mayhem. It's gotten a little bit quieter. It's like the screams are kind of off in the distance now. We're not in the room that's on fire. Now we're just looking at the fire over the hill and we hear the screams over there. That's kind of how it feels right now. But looking at Pepe, we are sitting at rank 33, up a nice 26.82% in the past 7 days and a 7.91% in the past 24 hours. Do we have a green dot? Yeah, we're getting spammed with green dots here, but it doesn't really mean much. Let's look at the weekly. Do we have a green dot on the weekly yet? Ooh, that looks like it wants to print a green dot. I would be looking for this green dot here on Market Cypher for a potential long, but I would say be cautious. Be cautious. We need to see a little bit of continuation, and this is a big week, guys. Big week with the FOMC meeting, but we could see a green dot here form here, maybe even a green dot on the weekly time frame, which would be I'll probably enter a long, and maybe I'll record a video when I'm in that long if we do get that green dot. I'm going to be monitoring that because I think that could potentially be a good move here. Like I said, about a 30% gain. Come and test that. I think that's very possible. But we are sitting at $3 billion market cap. All-time high was about $12 billion market cap, so we are down significantly. We're down pretty bad. But there's still gains to be made here. When you look at the overall market, Bitcoin's been chopping around for significant amount of time, trading at 83K right now. Bitcoin dominant 62.81%, excluding stablecoins, basically 62.8%. Bitcoin dominance means nothing right now. It really doesn't. Bitcoin being below all-time highs is what we should be paying attention to before we're getting super greedy on alts. And Ethereum being below 2K, boy, oh boy, it's rough. It's rough out there for the altcoins. It's rough out there for risk on assets, and that's alts, guys. I do want to talk about a couple interesting things here on Bitcoin that will impact the price of Pepe significantly. So, right now what we're looking at is a chart I made for Bitcoin halving times, okay? Where we saw from basically after 147 days after the halving, there's about a 411-day window of bullish price action where we hit the peak, okay? So right now, we are about halfway through it. Let's measure this out to be precise. So I want to show you in the previous cycle. So we saw 411 days after the first 147 days, okay? Consolidation for 147 days and then ripping and roaring. That we got our little mini bear market before more ripping and roaring, and that ended the cycle, and we broke down for a year. Right now, we have been ripping and roaring for a significant amount of time. And if we were to measure from where we're at right here to the end here, we are sitting at 217 days. So when I tell you guys we have about 220 days, 230 days left, this is what I'm referring to. This is my window for the bull market. And yeah, we could maybe come a couple weeks later than this, maybe a little bit. Sure, that's fine. This cycle, every cycle is not identical, but they do have a lot of similarities. So I am paying attention to this. So we do potentially have 217 days left based on the 4-year cycle here, the post-halving year, to see new all-time highs. Now, I need to throw out the bear case here, okay? Don't crucify me, okay? But I need to be transparent with you guys, so I'm going to show you. So, 848 days, 856 days, 856 days, okay? From the low, when we start the uptrend after the bear market low to the all-time high, it's been about 848 days, 856 days. And right now, if you look where we're at here, guys, we are just sitting right outside of this, okay? There's going to be a tweet going live tomorrow that I have a feeling a lot of people are not going to like, but I drew what is possible here, and let's see if I can show you what I'm seeing. Just a little potential thing that could happen. I know people really like to see the fractals, okay? Something like this could definitely happen. It could. And I don't think that the bull market's over. I think that there's a local top-in for sure. But something like this could play out. Where we saw a shoulder, a head, a shoulder, prolonged bear market to basically 2026, and that's when you start buying. That's when you start buying. There's a good chance that that could happen, but also, for the bull case, we have 217 days left, hypothetically, based on this 4-year cycle theory. So let me know in the comments below what you think about that. Which one do you think has a better outcome? Do you think that the top is in here, we're going to be bouncing around a little bit, finding a level, making a head and shoulders pattern, that the bear market's coming? Or do you think that the Fed's going to pivot soon, within the next 200 days, and we start to see risk-on assets be in a much more favorable environment? See Pepe coin perform well. I think those two outcomes are basically where we're at. I don't expect like a long sideways consolidation. I really don't. Unless we break down to, say, 73K and start to consolidate there, then that's possible. But let me know in the comments below what you think about that. Guys, if you like this type of content, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. I just want to give you different scenarios of what can possibly happen. I've been trading crypto for nearly a decade, and I want to give you guys my knowledge. And sometimes my knowledge might hurt some feelings. I know some people are upset when I'm talking bearish on their bags, but even though you can profit when the market goes down, don't forget about that, guys. But I just like being transparent, telling you guys what my trades are, what I'm doing, my thoughts on the market. I don't want to lead you to slaughter. That's all I got. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.